Hello, everybody.
Hello. How's it going?
I'm sick, so just like every opinionated Lushes episode where one of the Lushes is sick, anytime I cough, take a drink.
Yeah.
Normally that's me, but this time it's not.
Yeah.
Almost. It was almost you.
Allergies almost had me. I was like, what are you drinking then tonight, Jessica?
I am drinking. They didn't have Diet Coke, so I'm drinking Coke Zero, caffeine free, because I'm a sick bitch. And yeah.
Makes sense. Sonia, what are you drinking tonight?
Alcohol, because I don't have to be a grown-up.
Woo!
So this alcohol has a story. I started drinking the Black Flies tequila margarita, but I hate tequila, apparently. I forgot. So then after I poured it in my bottle, I'm like, no. So then I poured in a bunch of peach schnapps, and then I put in a bunch of cherry Sprite, 7-Up, one of those drinks. So I don't know what to call it. It's
Sangria!
I'm drinking sangria.
Nice.
Are you drinking sangria?
No, I'm drinking water because listen. I've had a migraine for like 2-3 days, and so I've been taking a lot of codeine. So I can't drink while you have codeine, right?
I do.
I will tell you guys something. You're gonna love this. I took a gummy.
Yay!
I can take that with my codeine, so I was all like, fuck it. And
Good job.
I'm high. So
Wait, how long ago did you take it?
right before I started this. So it kicked in right at the end of pre-drinks.
You have a fast fucking digestive tract. It takes like an hour for an edible to hit
I
me.
know. I'm like, why isn't this working?
Yeah.
Like, then you're like, whoa.
No,
It's
mine
probably
takes about 10-15 minutes and I'm good.
I wonder if it's gonna hit her again. Like
Yeah, like a
It's a
wave.
roller
Yeah.
coaster. The hell
Yeah. Yeah, like it's a gentle. Hers is like it's not gonna just hit her. It's slowly like tiptoeing in.
she's already like, I'm high.
Right now. What the fuck?
In 30 minutes, we'll see.
Yeah, she's like, oh fuck. This is high. Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. Let's see what this week's topic is. Let me mute that child.
Yeah.
She'll knock if she needs me.
Bye, bitch. Sounds like BS, but it's completely true.
That the U.S. is
Okay.
a third world country. Sounds like BS, but it's totally true.
It could be like your own stuff too. Like it doesn't have to be like world climate change.
No, that sounds true. I believe you. Like, no. Sounds like BS, but it's totally true.
My first time I got pregnant. It sounds totally BS, but completely true. At 16, I was on birth control. We used the condom. Both first time having sex, took 2 seconds, got pregnant.
You are the horror story. Like,
Yeah. And people never believed me. I'm like, they're like, sure. Like I'm already owning up to being pregnant, like, and having sex. Like, why would I lie? It wasn't like, oh,
about
that's
the
my only time.
details.
Yeah. Like, it was maybe longer than 2 seconds. Maybe I'm an exaggerate, but like, no, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. It was like a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Pretty sure.
Just 2 pumps and done.
Yeah.
Like,
And then like a lifetime of commitment because they need to live with me forever. So it's fantastic.
That Canada's health system is good.
It's not. Who thinks it's good?
I mean, I guess it's all comparison, right? Like, if you live in the States, having Canadian healthcare probably seems good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just want to note, it's not because it's socialized that it's the problem. It's because it's socialized in a capitalist system that it's the problem. Just want to put that out there.
Government's keeping the money. Everyone that's giving the money, it's not going to where it needs to go. It's being kept.
And it's being starved. When the system's being starved, like, it's going to fail.
Yeah,
so that's
exactly.
Yeah. So that they can make it like the US. That pays almost $2,000 a month for insulin on average.
That's gross.
They were having it where in Fort Erie, people from Buffalo and stuff were picking up insulin in Canada because it was cheaper, but they had to stop it.
And this insulin's cheaper than the States?
No, that's it. No. Oh, there you go. Something BS said, but like, it's totally true. It's like, actually, no, all medications are 4 times more expensive in the US because the US doesn't have collective bargaining like all other socialized healthcare countries have. So like I said, insulin is like $2,000 a month versus it's like $300 here.
$300,
I think.
Yeah.
It's
super
so
fucking
like,
expensive, but
no. And then their talking point for that is they'll say, oh, the US pays more because other countries pay less, when that's actually like not true. Like that's just completely false, because the companies are upcharging in the States because they're allowed versus the laws on collective bargaining in other countries prevent that. And no
here.
Yeah, no one's gonna be like, we're not selling to all these millions of people because we have to sell for this price. It's like the medication itself costs $2 to make. Like they're fine paying, like, with people paying $300, you know, but if they can get that $2,000 in the States, they will.
Yeah, because the whoever is in charge of getting medications, like, what's the lowest you're going to give it to us? We're not going to pay, like, let's bring it down more. Like, they like haggle for us. But the people like in the States, they're like, you know what? We don't care if people die. The rich people
free market, baby.
Yeah,
free
do whatever you want. Yeah. Which sounds crazy. Like, why would that be part of a system? But
yeah. Like, all healthcare is like more expensive in the States. Just that's
like, to hold your baby after a C-section, you get charged.
Oh my god, I can't believe that one. I'm like, you can't charge people for that, but
they can.
Like, it should be like part of the whole thing. Like, if you're gonna charge me for giving birth, like, handing me my child is like the end transaction. What are you gonna do? Fucking keep the kid? Like, okay, have fun.
So yeah, that's something that I can't even remember how the question was worded, but
what sounds like BS.
Sounds like BS, but it's totally true. There you go. That you have to pay in the States to hold your own kid after birth.
Yeah, that's definitely one of them.
While we're shitting on the US, while the US has the highest prison population in the world.
For percentage of people in that country.
Sounds like BS, but it's totally true. And it was about the debate. They went on like a 20-minute tangent about golf tournaments at their debate.
They did! I saw that. I was like, 2 old men arguing about golf scores. Are you kidding me right now? Like, this is what
to be president. I was like, this is real life.
Like I sometimes feel bad for the state, like the people, but like majority of the people voted. Like, most of them voted for that. So it's pretty much like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. So like, have fun, guys. Like, enjoy your dumpster fire. Like, I'm excited to see how Donald Trump is going to be president in prison. Like, that'll be fun. Like, what prison?
He can pardon himself. So he's just going to pardon himself and then he's free.
Like, but he still has to go to prison. You can't pardon yourself.
He's not going to he's never going to set foot in prison. I want him to. That would be the dream.
Now he'll just keep reappealing, right?
Yeah.
I must say though, even though Donnie there didn't have an audience to feed off of, he did really good.
Yes.
Like, wow.
And the first half, he like gave president. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't interrupting. He was hitting the points. Like the first half, obviously, he derailed a bit.
ADHD kicked in,
but like that's the most important part. Is that first half? That's when most people are tuning in, and Donnie Boy was on point. Unfortunately,
right?
Yeah.
Like, he did so good.
He took his ADHD meds that day, and he was like, "Okay, I just gotta pull this one, and then that's it. Like, I just gotta get my foot in the door, so I'll focus."
Yeah.
It's like studying for that exam. It's like 20 minutes before the exam. Like, gotta do it.
Well, Biden was like interrupting himself. Like it was,
he did not take ADHD meds.
Or he took too much. Like he just wasn't used to it. He's like,
he smoked a whole ounce of weed before getting on that stage, and like that is what I feel like. He was so spaced out. He was me.
Yeah,
That's what he was.
His face looks like someone is wearing his face. Like it looks so creepy. It looks like someone else is wearing his face. Like it's an Edgar suit. Like he's walking around in an Edgar suit. Like I was like, is this really him? Like what is going on?
Did no one tell him that it was going to be split screen? Like I don't know if he knew that the camera was on him the whole time because he kept giving old face. And it's like, dude, like we're still watching you. We're watching your response and he's just
like,
and it's like, what?
His muscles needed a break. Like he's like
mouth hanging open. It's like just come on.
It was so bad.
I did want to go back to the one thing about the incarceration rates. It's not per capita. It's total world population imprisoned is most in the States, almost 2 million, more than China. Total. So unbelievable, but true. Fuck the US. They deserve Trump.
It's pretty
much
much
get it. Like we know that's what the end result's going to be. Biden's doesn't have it this round. There's no way.
It's like you reap what you sow. It's pretty much like, sorry guys, it sucks to be you, but
they're finally talking about replacing Biden. Like after that debate. Like now there's serious talk about having to replace Biden, and it's like hilarious that it took this long when we all years ago were like replace Biden.
Okay, speaking of it replacing, Trudeau needs to be replaced.
Yes.
Like but listen. I don't know.
We don't have any good substitutes right now, right?
No, we don't. We're fucked either way, but like I'm just saying, like we lost the quarter, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
That we never lose. Like liberals never lose it. And for the first since 1995, we lost it.
That's
to the
because
conservatives.
Pierre talks so much BS. So good. He's so good at lying. So good. And people are so dumb. Like,
but people are also done with Trudeau too. Like, even like the far leftists are done with him. So like they're not gonna vote for him in. And that's how the conservatives will win it.
No, but like he really like I'm not a fan of his, but like he's not spewing lies really. Like Pierre is like, or whatever his name, Peter Pierre, fuck dude. He's like, oh, it's the trickle down effect. The trickle down effect. Like never in the history of history has there ever been a trickle down effect. Like this is he's all using all the right buzzwords, and people, which sounds BS but is completely true, is people are so dumb when it comes to politics. They just want pretty words. They don't know what they mean.
He is like, a magician. Like literally, he is like, look at this over here while he's doing things over there. Like he's really good at working a crowd. Like, that's just
this is the Trump effect, right? He's doing exactly what Trump is doing. Trump just lies. Like, my favorite was Trump going, they're aborting babies after they're born. It's like, no, that's murder. Like, that's, like, what are you talking about?
They're born. I'm like, what?
Pretty sure that's still illegal in all 50 states. Like, I don't like, what are you you know, so it's like, it's, if you can capture the optics of it, always looks better. And then Trudeau is suffering the Biden effect, where most of his vote used to be marginalized groups, young vote, leftist, because it was the most left option, that kind of stuff. But now he's spewing center right talking points, and it's like, if you say the right is right about anything, people are going to go more right, because they're like, why am I going to vote for you? You're the left guy. Even though you're like Biden, he was all like, illegal immigrant rapists. And it's like,
oh my God,
why are you saying that,
Trump's
Biden? Like, Trump is the illegal immigrant. Like, if I'm like, if Biden's like illegal immigrant rapist, I guess we do have those. I guess I'm going to vote for the guy that's been saying that the whole time. Like, that's what's happening when these parties move right.
On that comment.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's like, if you give the right an inch, they're gonna take a kilometer. You know, like, that's what's happening. And like, now we have no leftist parties because the NDP is constantly siding with the liberals that are constantly siding with the right. So now people are looking for alternatives. I mean, in the States, Kennedy Jr., that's running as third party as an option, hosted himself on Twitter doing, because he wasn't allowed at the debate.
Yeah.
So he did a green screen of him doing the debate live with them. And that got like tens of thousands of views on Twitter, you know, like,
and talking about that. Actually, he's like, oh, did RTK show up? And I was like, oh, who the fuck is that?
A man with a literal worm in his brain, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, and so in Canada, that's what's happening. It's like all the people they're like, we know, you know, conservatives bad and we know Trudeau's bad. So they're looking for alternatives. And it's like, you know, the right's going more right. So Pierre is just entertaining. So that's enough for them. Flashy lights. And then the left are splintering. So we fucked.
Yeah.
Both countries are fucked. We're all fucked. It's just...
Yeah, no, the world is burning.
Yeah.
We're just gonna enjoy it while we can. Like, that's pretty much like, there needs to be like a reset kind of thing. Like, it's gonna get super bad before it gets better. So you guys can come to my farm and like we'll wait it out for a couple generations.
That's literally been my plan this whole time. Like,
just like wait at Sonia's, yeah. But
so BS.
So speaking of shit, okay. Yesterday, I got my like septic tank emptied, and this is like my first time. I'm like a city person my whole life, and now that I'm old, and so like I didn't think it was gonna be that bad, but he's like emptying it out, and like I could taste the poop. It was just so. I was like, oh my god, like this is putrid. Like, what is happening? But like apparently, like. And like he's just doing it. He's just like whatever. Like he doesn't wear a mask or anything. Like I was like, oh my gosh! Like this guy is a soldier, and I feel like
his nose blind. Clearly, he doesn't have a sense of smell at all.
No,
anymore.
I usually don't. Like because of since I had COVID, I can't smell or taste really anything. And like this guy, and I smelt and tasted both. Like I thought it was so bad. He's just like, he's like doing his like thing, and I just kept thinking about like the Christmas vacation where shitter's full, and like that was my first time experiencing that, and I'm not a fan.
How often are you supposed to get it cleaned out?
Depends on your tank. So we have like a 4-year tank.
Oh, that's not bad.
But it's been 2 years. Like, I feel like we have too many people in our house to wait that long. So I was like, you know what? It's only been 2 years. 3. Fuck, maybe it's been almost like, maybe it was time. Yeah, but like it's a 4-year. So like it's really just like the stuff that didn't get biodegradable, like you throw the like whatever, like poop washes away. Like, you know? So it just becomes natural waste and does its thing. And again, toilet paper and stuff break down. But sometimes that takes a long time and you need some guy to come and like suck out your shit. And then it can start over. And then like I learned that you could put like stuff in it, like yogurt and stuff to like make it work better. But if you put like for the bacteria,
I thought I was going a total different direction. I was like, what?
No, okay, in your septic. And like if you use like bleaches and antibacterial soaps, that can make it not work good. But like
I guess that kind of makes sense.
I'm
like,
learning things.
Helps
Yeah.
degrade. Yeah.
So like anything with bacteria is good for your septic. But like all your antibacterial soaps and stuff, not very good for your septic.
Gotta
like
keep
bleach,
that bacteria alive.
Yeah, like it's making sourdough, but not.
Oh no!
I've never eaten
That was a terrible analogy.
Don't forget to feed your shit. Sour shit.
Give it yogurt, guys.
Your septic, yeah. Right, it's fine because we have sourdough and we always have to feed it. I think we have to like
now
3
I'm
jars.
imagining like a jar full of shit just on your counter.
Thanks.
It's just like don't forget to feed.
I gotta like feed the septic. I gotta feed. Fuck. There's a guy outside. Like it's like now it has a voice like fucking Ninja Turtles. Like cowabunga. Like it's just. I'm like, okay, guys, shush, and then I'm putting down like yogurt down the hole. There you go, guys.
Oh God. Gross.
I learned things. It's my first time. I'm learning.
It's not opinionated lushes until we bring up shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, this is what happened. It happened. It's a story. We're current events. That's what we're doing. We're society.
Sounds like bullshit, but it's totally true, guys.
Yeah, it sounds like bullshit, but it's true.
That I'm married to someone with 1 million monthly listeners that goes around and tour and plays shows. Whenever me and Chris go out and we like tell people, they always just like look at us like we're lying.
That's such like a fun thing to lie about though. Like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I do music. I go on tour. And like since you're not like one of the like the main people, like you're not Taylor Swift, so people never heard of you. Like, you know, they're like, okay, sure, they're a crazy person.
I'm always like, my husband was on Ryan Seacrest. What?
Yeah,
I've heard of Ryan, but what? Who's your husband? So yeah, that's always fun, and people always have to like prove it. Like I have to like show them like
they want proof.
This is us. See, it's me. It's our picture. It's like yeah.
No one
they don't
your
ask.
Story like
yeah.
you're like no one's like okay like whatever like they're like show me like but they're not asking. You're like wait let me just show you because I see on your face you think I'm fucking crazy. That I need to show you.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I'm like, no one's like, no, I believe you, but no, you're like, no, you don't believe me. I can tell. Don't lie.
I've had a song on HBO. See, like it's like, it's funny when you're like, did cool things, but like no one knows who you are.
Somebody knew.
I hope he never becomes really famous. Well, no, people don't know who we are in Toronto. It's hilarious. That's like one of the hardest places to get ticket sales.
No, when we went to the con, our podcast, there were people who knew us. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, no one knew me personally, but people did know Dawn personally.
Oh, and the last time you guys went, yeah.
So it's funny. It's hilarious.
No, that's something BS, but completely true. Dawn Marie's famous. Dawn Marie is TikTok famous.
I'm like.
Yeah, look at that. See, go follow Dawn. Danya Bookrek. Yeah.
Danya Bookrek.
How many followers are you at now, Dawn?
100.
22.2.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
famous. And like,
famous.
and that's without being like a crazy person. Like the people with like 1 million views, or like 1 million followers, are only like they only have that many because they're fucking outrageous. Like the whole like extremists
I've
and stuff.
looked at like these high accounts that have like they're all bots. They're all fucking their followers are not book talk accounts that are following them. And I'm like, half of them don't even have videos, and I'm like, yeah, those aren't real. But they'll get like the book deals and stuff.
Okay, the next time we get together, we need to film like drama bait videos.
Yes,
all
yeah.
for her TikTok. Oh,
I was okay. I was like, I had a dream that I asked Sonia to start a fight with me on TikTok, and so people would be invested and want to find out what was going on. I was just gonna call her a stupid bitch, and then she was gonna like reply a video to me and like go back and forth, and people would be so invested they'd pick sides.
okay, but you also
do
need
that.
to text each other right now. Like, well, not right now. Okay, after we're done recording. Okay, we can wait. You guys can wait a little bit, but start the drama now, so that when you guys do start the video, like do it during text and stuff, so that when you do start the video, and then people are like, show receipts, and then you show, see, a week ago. Yeah, you got to start it like it needs to be like really real.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can be really mad at you, Dawn. Don't worry. I
Yeah.
will.
I'm gonna get you back. So yeah.
So start making
bring
those
it.
receipts. Start it now. Just pretend now.
Pretend now.
I was gonna say, for some of your reviews, Dawn, I'm just spitballing here. If you read like a smut story that has some drama in it, you should like take a video of yourself being like, oh my gosh. So my best guy friend, right? He, and you tell the plot of the story almost as if it happened to you.
Yeah.
As if you're like, can you believe that? And then you put like the book at the end so that people are like, oh, think it's drama. I've seen a couple people do that. So
yeah, I've seen people do that, but like they talk about like their book boyfriend being so toxic, and then they'll like describe like the dark scenes and whatever. Like, I can't believe he freaking kidnapped me, and then he was like put cameras in my room and stalked me like those whole 2 years, and now he chained me up to his bed and I'm his. Like,
okay, you don't have to go that far. I was thinking more like,
Oh my god! And you are chained, like you're actually chained to something. Like make like a paper chain, and like because it's not real chain; it's like a paper chain, and like
I would just use like a real handcuff, and then just like for the next like few days, just keep uploading a video of you just being like, okay, still here. I had to shit. Like I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I found a bucket, and just like make it now you're just trapped by your book dog boyfriend chained to the bed. Yep. And then you end it because you get like a plastic skeleton, and then you just put it there chained to the bed, and that's how you end the series.
I don't know if that will get people to like want to read the book.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about getting Dawn followers. This is about Dawn. I don't care about the book. It's just
if there is no book, she's just playing off one of these roles.
Yeah, exactly. I just care about her account, getting her followers.
Yeah.
It's happening, so yeah. Slow but steady.
I know, because you have actual content. That's like what I mean. Like there's like those, what was that girl? She like shaved her head, and with that like indigenous Native American person, and like they had their drama.
Womblands.
I don't know that hey colonizer guy. Yeah. And like they had their drama, and like the only reason they had so many like followers is because of like how extreme they were. So I feel like you doing your platform the way it is, like solid stuff, I feel like that's a better way. So you're not just gonna like go up and then fucking drop because you're no longer the flavor of the week.
That people will continuously, not just like after a week, like forget who that person is. Like the girl that did a 17-part, like how she like married a narcissist.
Yeah.
Like no one talks about her anymore. So
to be fair, she didn't mean to become a content creator. It wasn't like started that way. She just had a really good story.
Just trying to like get that out there.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the docuseries.
Yeah.
There was I don't know if there was any remember I shared that with you guys, the drama, the TikTok drama where the girl on the airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have not been able to find any updates if the wife knows. I know that like he deleted all of his social media and stuff, but we haven't found out if the wife knows. I feel like it's not going to end. Like that Jason guy had like 3 fiancés or whatever, the cop, and there was no ending to that. And I feel like there needs to be endings, and there's not. And like everyone does all this investigating, and then they like burn out, and they don't find the end result. I'm like, guys, I have Survivance for you if you need it. Like, just finish it. Finish investigating.
Yeah, I follow Ginger Tea or whatever. I can't remember. I don't have my phone, so I can't look it up right now. But he does he's this ginger guy, and whenever he finds a drama video like that, cheating husband or mostly cheating husband. Right now, he's invested in these 2 that are fighting over TikTok, but he'll go and he'll be like, you made it public, so I'm making it publicer. Yeah, because he has millions of followers, and then usually that ends up getting enough reach that we find the details to the story. So I just follow him for all my drama talk now because it keeps it nice and contained. It's like, I'm like, oh, I can watch all 5 parts already. Cool.
You're like, yeah, he finishes it. He doesn't make you wait a week for part 2. Like, why? Why do you guys wait so long?
Yeah, unless the other people involved are not posting anything. But anytime he finds information, he always like posts about it, going with whatever stories he's following, which is like thankful. He almost left too. Oh, and he has a tea brand because he's all about the tea.
Tea? Yeah.
Marketing.
Yeah. Sprinkle. Sparkle, sparkle. What is it?
Sprinkle.
I was like, sparkle. Close enough, fucking generic Walmart brand. Sparkle.
The white girl version. Something BS. Sounds BS. That's totally true.
There's so many, and I usually know I have so full of useless information, and like now would be my time to shine. It's not coming out. It's like it just decided to like bury itself deeper into my brain hole. Like it just won't.
It's always so hard for me because like I usually have my phone, and so that's when like I'll double check something, or like if I have trouble with names a lot, like specific names, so I'll like look up that kind of stuff when like we're talking about a specific subject, just to double check that I'm getting it right. But my daughter has my phone, so I can't even fact check myself.
Oh, the cat, like the ghost. If I could be, what's BS is Jessica's gonna get murdered.
You see glowy eyes in the back. That's just my cat. He just wants me to pet him. That's all.
He's like, bitch, like you need to hurry up. Like,
okay, something BS. Shut up.
You're being too loud.
He's like a 15, 16-year-old, actually 16 next month. So a 16-year-old man, 16-year-old cat man is yelling at me.
Did you know cats made up language to talk to people? To get what they want?
I did know that, but that does sound hilarious that they domesticated themselves.
They did, yes. Yeah. Like they're like, hey, like I'm hungry. And hey, you need to clean up my shit. Like they have different meows for everything. Like, hey, you need to pet me, but not fucking there. Like it sounds for everything.
You did it too long.
And they like adapt. So like per person, like so they'll change their meows to whoever they're talking to. Like they're like, oh, this human understands this meow is this, but this human isn't quite getting it, so I'll change it. And oh, this sound worked for them. Like they're pretty smart. But they don't act like it. They act like lazy assholes that just want to eat all your food and scratch up your furniture.
And pee on your sofa.
Pee on your sofa. Yeah, no, senior animals are not for the weak. Like That's why you always see like senior animals in like shelters a lot. It's because they start having issues and people are like, nah, fam. But like once you get a creature, that creature's yours forever. Like there's only rare occasions, like if the animal's unfit due to violence. That's like the only reason, or like like other violence, like human violence, like domestic abuse, and you have to leave a situation, or like those are the only reasons you should no longer keep an animal. But
yeah, like I'm not gonna use names or anything, but there is someone I know that has kids and everything, constantly complains about money, and everything like that, which is fine. World is hard out there. Constantly gets new pets. Constantly then rehomes those pets.
No, yeah, no, I don't rehome them.
Yeah, no, it was not you. It's not
I
you.
haven't rehomed anything I got.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like, freaking this cat beside me, Gord. I've had him since he was 4 years old. And again, he's almost 16. And I left a domestic abuse relationship. I've been broke as shit. I've moved plenty of times, including into like a one room. Like it was, not the greatest circumstances, but like I wasn't going to get rid of my cat until that was my last option. Like, that'd be like getting rid of my kid, like I'm not, that would be a last option. Sometimes it has to be a choice, but it should never be like a simple, like, oh, and then when you rehome a pet, for those that have to, I get it. Don't get another pet.
Yeah, you don't deserve another one.
Like, stop. You shouldn't have more. Like, stop.
Like, and then like there needs to be, how like there's like bylaws that animals need to be licensed. It's the people who should be licensed. Like having a pet is a privilege, not a right. If you like rehome your animal, you get demerit points. And then if you have all these demerit points on your license, no breeder should be giving you an animal.
Yes.
Like, and that, like, you look it up and like, no, obviously there'll always be like people who don't follow the rules, but I feel like that will really help with puppy mills, because then like you can't give them the animal. Like it's all registered. Like you have to register your animal going to a person, like what animal is going to what person. And that will help, I think, with like puppy mills and animal abuse and just strays. Get your pet spayed and neutered. Like I feel like that will really help if that's part of a system. Better that it's only about money right now. It's only about the SPCA gets cash because they are the ones that issue the bylaw licenses.
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
it's like, and to like adopt a pet is like, they need, like, that process was harder than like getting anything else. Like seriously, I had to apply. So I had to fill out the questionnaire, what pets do I have? Who lives in my house? My average income estimation, like all this stuff. And I'm filling out all this info. And then I had to provide references. So Dawn was one of my references for this cat. So I apply with my references. So first, they call my references and they had a phone call with Dawn and like had a talk about, how I am as a pet owner. I assume good things because eventually they called me, and then I had to have a phone interview.
Like that bitch should not have animals or kids or whatever, man. Like her.
Then they call me for a phone interview, and then I go and I'm like talking about my cats I already have and my household and just like my day-to-day, like, and I'll be home to take care of them, and I've had my cats for years and years and years, so obviously longevity is there. And then I had to go in and have a meet and greet with the cat. And then and then after they watched me interact with this cat, notice Pumpkin terrified a stranger, so he was just this orange lump in a corner, and I was just like, hi, trying to pet him. And they were like, okay, you can take him home. I'm like, thank you. They're like, okay, that's gonna cost you $70. I'm like, okay. Thank you.
That's like a good price.
Oh yeah, to adopt it's like really cheap if you get it at the shelter. Like it's if you want a pet and you don't have a money for a specific breed, you don't care about a specific breed, that kind of thing, go to a shelter. They are really cheap. And they come spayed, neutered, or if they're younger, they come with a certificate to get spayed and neutered, and they come microchipped. So that's all included. You're basically just paying their like shelter fee or whatever it was. So yeah,
That's good. Yeah. I have breeds. I spend a lot for my animals. My most recent. So I have a lot of animals I didn't really pay money for. One dog, my one dog that passed away. And then Rocket was only $300. And then my cats were free except for Bruner. And he was a Maine Coon, so he was $2,000. And then my other dogs were $2,000 each. So like I was like, oh, I love this breed, and they're nothing like what Rocket is. Rocket is like
because Rocket isn't purebred. That's what fucked you up.
Well, like Rocket is like this giant fucking polar bear, and like he's amazing. And I was like, oh, I love this breed. This is such a great breed. It's like so sweet and like protective and loving. So the other dogs I have are sweet and loving. They're just fucking crazy. And like, which is great, but like I'm too old for that.
And they're for but how many more years do you got with them? 10, 15?
About 10. They
10.
The average is like 10 years, like
10 to 12 years.
Yeah. And I've had them for 2. So like 10-ish. And if it's longer, that's great. Usually when they're well taken care of, it's longer. But like Echo, she was sick since like 8. So like we were like trying to keep her alive for like the last 5 years. So that happens. You get senior pets, right? Like once they're like 8, they start to like deteriorate pretty quick. Like it's
like Gord's 16, and a lot of people see Gord and they don't realize he's that old. But then he's pissing on my fucking couch. Like, fuck, okay?
Yeah. No, I had to like, when baby kitty, like his last few years, like he would piss on everything. Everything you love had to stay in a room somewhere because he was like, no. He'd like jump on a table, piss on your meal. Like he was just like, no. He was not, he just was doing it. Like he was like angry because he was very confused. Yeah, no, he was very confused. Like he would always like yell for me, so I'd like have to hold him and carry him around. And like it's just like your senior pets, you have to care for them. Like you have to put in that effort. You spent all these years them loving you and entertaining you. It's time for you to love them.
Yeah,
like come on, give back, man. That you owe them.
Chris and I have this ongoing joke with Gord because Gord and Pumpkin still don't quite get along. They just like don't like. Oswald gets along with everyone. He is like the cat that he just wants to be friends with everyone. And he's my middle cat, but the youngest, Pumpkin, and my oldest, Gord, just don't like being in the same room. They eat at separate times, that kind of thing. So sometimes when they walk past each other in a doorway, they'll kind of like, like don't get in my space. And so I have this theory that Gord has like dementia, and he just keeps, because Pumpkin's the newest addition, he just keeps forgetting who he is. So every time he runs into Pumpkin, he's just like, "Who are you?" Like that's my ongoing theory.
He probably does.
Yeah. It's just like I don't know you. Yeah. So
he probably does have like little, because they get old. They do get that. Like my cat had that. Like he didn't know where he was most of the time, and I was like, "It's okay, buddy." Like, and so he would pee because he doesn't know where he is.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's like, "I need to find out where I am."
So we've heard how vocal this fucker is, and he's getting more and more vocal as he gets older, They just start howling at night. I'm like, stop, I gotta sleep. It's like sleep on the pee couch so I can cuddle. It's like, no.
And then this crazy bitch, she's gonna live forever because she has anxiety. She's old. She's not old, but she's like 12. That's not old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got her from Dawn Marie. I just took her. Dawn Marie's dog had babies and I stole it. It wasn't even the one I wanted, by the way.
No, she came to my house and she saw the puppies and she's like, that one. Now, there was 2 that had blue eyes, like blue, one brown. And so I was like, okay. And I was like, one's a boy, one's a girl. And she's like, I want a girl. She must have thought that the male one was...
Yeah, I wanted the fluffy one. Yeah, I wanted the fluffy one.
Yeah, yeah, they were both fluffy. But yes, she's like, I want the girl. So I gave her the girl. But she really wanted the boy.
Yes, this guy, she's so fucking, she's always been broken. It took 6 months to get her potty trained. Like, she has really bad anxiety. And she's just fucking, she's looking at me like she's a fucking crazy person. She's going to attack me. She's fine. She's fine.
Well, there's something BS that's totally, or sounds BS that's totally true, is like animals have feelings.
They have personalities.
Yeah.
Different personalities. They're like little beings. And a lot of people just like get them for like aesthetic, and they're not
like an accessory.
Yeah, like, oh, like the flavor of the week kind of thing. Like, oh, now I'm done with it. Like, it's no longer a puppy. It's no longer cute. Like, it's
teacup puppies. Have you seen those fuckers?
Yeah.
Those little aesthetic miniature whatevers that are like the size of your palm. Those things like live like a year, like 2 years max. Like, they literally have the lifespan of like a small rodent. Yes.
Fucking gerbils that bark.
And people get them for their Instagram photos and then they die. And it's like, and people are breeding these things because they can sell these 2-year lifespan little puppies for freaking thousands upon thousands of dollars. It's so fucking depressing. It's like, aesthetic is not that important, like, compared to life. Come on. Like, Jesus.
No, it's not. And then, like, so we get like chickens for food, right? And like, we still respect them. We still take care of them. We still, like, I feel like, I don't know, like, people are just like, no, they're just fucking, they're not human, so they're not worth it. And then we're gonna get a cow, and it's gonna be so much fun. And the cow's like, you can't become its friend. I was like, why not?
Oh, and cows are like big dogs too.
They are. I'm so excited. And he's like, you're going to be so heartbroken. We're going to get this cow and you're not going to let me turn it into me. I'm like, yes, I am. It's fine. So, like, place your bet.
You'll be fine after the 4th Betsy. Like, you just need to get through 4 Betsies and then you'll be fine. You'll deal with it. You'll be like...
Except for it's bobberts, because it's boy cows that you eat.
Aren't those just bulls?
Bulls, yeah. It's the boy cows you eat. They're not Betsies. Betsies are for milk. I would love one of those like miniature Highland cows. That'd be so cute for like milk. But like, how would I find a boy cow once in a while to impregnate her so I can get milk?
Yeah,
like they're like very rare. Like, I can't get her to like have babies with a relative. Because
you probably just have to buy the semen.
Oh, you think I could like get it from like a cup and like do it myself?
Bull semen is like a big sale. Like, they just buy the semen.
Don't do your hand like that. Like, fucking bull semen.
That's how it's done. Have you not seen it?
Like, you just fucking go. Get it.
Okay, go on YouTube and look up bull milking. Okay.
No, I don't want to.
And they put this big thing over top of this, you know,
I know.
Go, and then it's like this long condom like thing that fills up.
Yeah, like a water balloon.
Yeah, and then they take that. Yeah, it's expensive though. It's like hundreds of dollars for like a little vial.
I think you still have to pay hundreds of dollars to have your girl cow spend time with a boy cow.
Yeah, so buying the semen's probably the easiest.
Probably less work, but then I gotta get like a fucking turkey baster.
Well, a lot of it is like, a lot of them don't always want to get physical with a bull because bulls can be aggressive.
Yeah, they're violent. Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I feel like that's why the bull semen is a popular market.
That could be your job, fucking jerking off a bull. I know. Be like, oh, you're like meeting people on Tinder. You're like, oh, what's your job? Fucking I jerk off cows. Like that is that's your fucking like. How many people will stay for any further conversation? Like that's.
But it's probably loaded. Like, think how many vials you get from each load.
You're loaded with load.
And they're hundreds of dollars each. It's like an hour's worth of work. You what, 5 minutes a bowl? How long do you think they take?
I don't know.
Yeah, thousands of bucks, 2 hours of work. You're set.
The stats. How many pumps does it take for a bull to like get done?
I'll look for a bull milking expert. Have them on the podcast.
Listen, we need to know what your experience is like as a milker.
Something that sounds like BS. That's a total job. That's a real.
It is. Yeah, it's needed. It's needed. Just like with horses, like they don't really do it anymore. It's not like dogs. You put them in a field and hope for the best. They do their thing. They like rape the horse and then inseminate the female horse. Like
this farming. Farming is. Yeah. I mean, like back to the meat eating conversation.
No innuendo. You mean actual meat?
Actual meat. I am against factory farming, but I'm fine eating meat. You know, like I have a lot. I've like, you know, annoying vegans. Will always be like, oh, like, you know, factory farming, look how terrible it is, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, that's terrible. I will acknowledge that. That doesn't mean I'm not going to eat meat.
No, you need it.
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
yeah.
It's like, no. I'm against, the treatment, because when it comes to chickens, the terrible factory farm chickens, like how little space they actually need to say they're free range. Like,
it's nothing. It's
how
nothing.
many chickens die just being in the room because their necks get broken from people stepping on them and stuff, just walking through every day. It's like terrible, 100%. But I'm still gonna eat chicken.
Yeah,
I just they were local. Yeah.
Soon. Yeah,
soon your
chickens will be local. Yeah, and like. That's what I mean. Like, I love meat, and the more I can ethically source it, the better.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be this cow's bull's best friend, not too friendly like Jessica wants. I will just play ball with it and like brush his hair.
I'm gonna visit and I'm just gonna leave with fucking buckets of semen, and I'm just like, liquid gold, baby.
Like it's not even processed correctly. You're like you put on your like profile, I'm a bull milker, and like you're doing nothing with it but keeping it in pails. You're like, now what? Like, fuck, I can make it soap. You're like offering facials to people. You're like, oh, it's a new cleaning.
It would probably go so viral though, and people would buy it. Like if I made bull semen soap. Like,
oh my god. Dumber, you're famous enough. Start using it. Okay. And then you could be like an endorser.
I'll market it to incels, and I'll be like, it'll help your testosterone level.
Oh my god, yes, that's perfect. Rub it on your dink. It'll make it bigger.
Yeah. Make sure to tell the women in your life you use it. They'll be so hot and attractive.
Oh my god, like perfume, put it around your neck. Like the pheromones. Yeah.
Oh, see, so many things I can do.
Market it. Fucking Jessica's hiding behind a tree with my bull. Like, they'll need victim services. Like, it's like a therapy. It's okay, Boberton. What do we name him? I forget. But like, you're dressed up as a girl cow. You're like, you do like
I'm wearing lingerie over it. Do you like this? I play some like sexy music. Start doing like a striptease. Pull out my udders.
One at a time. You have like a pole. You're like cow
Okay.
pole dancing.
I've read the book Cows, and there is a cow sex scene in it, so this is like not far from the imagination. I already have a vivid description in my head.
You don't have to do it, Jessica. You don't have to follow through. You're fine. You're just collecting. You're not.
I don't
using.
even use like I make like a cow fleshlight, like perfect for his anatomy. It's about your pleasure.
Like you fucking read it, like science. Like you like took a class and everything. You're like, I'm gonna go in 110%. I got this.
Whenever I do something, I do it all the way. You know?
Like there is no half-assing. Full ass. Full ass.
Full ass. Oh, well, we're getting to the end of this episode. Do we have any more PS? Or are we going to end it on my new business venture?
I think that's like perfect. If you want bull semen from Jessica, give us an email and you'll be on our wait list.
10% off to the first 10 that register. Oh, no.
How about you, Stephanie, our VIP? Do you want some bull semen?
All VIP Patreons at the highest tier, like Stephanie, will get a free vial when they are out.
If they want it or not, it's getting sent to you.
Getting it. I don't care.
Oh.
But for those that don't want to subscribe at the top tier, we have plenty of other tiers available for all budgets. Everything $5 and up. You get our pre-drinks episode, what we record before we record. And we also have a $2 tier where you get a lot of other bonus content. So lots there for everyone. So please check that out. It helps fund this. Cool.
Fund something, yeah. It'll fund the bull fleshlight.
I need to make a prototype. Like, you know, so I'll send you some schematics to 3D print. Oh no.
Like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Shush. Don't worry. That has nothing to do with
I
you.
kind of want to do that. Can you imagine? Not for use, but just to like, this is my oof.
You could sell it because a lot of guys think their dick is like this big, and like you could like
we
like,
can opinionated Luscious brand it, you know?
Yeah, like fuck, we're doing it, market it, the bull light, and then like people are like, oh yeah. And we got guys with like penises this big buying it, and they're like, yeah.
Fucking a cow.
Oh man, it feels like my ex-wife.
We'll add one with like real udder action, and like you can like spray
you
milk.
can milk it in your face.
Oh no.
None of us should be around farm animals. I think. Oh no! Be afraid.
Now I'm off the farm. We started this with that being my plan.
No, like your pal's gonna be like, no, she can't come here. Like, no.
Tell me where she touched you.
He's in the no panic police. He's like, we need to file a report.
Oh no. Okay. I guess that's it.
Bye.
Bye.